the problem of array of size n, the n elements are there, that they are unsorted in any order. We have to sort these uh, elements using quick sort algorithm. So first of all, we have to divide the array into two parts, and recursively we have to apply the quick sort function. Okay, so that's why this is a divide and conquer algorithm. It depends upon, and it is also called the partition exchange sort, because the pivot element here today we will going to discuss about the pivot, about the last element is the pivot. According to the Lomoto partitioning, according to the Hoare partitioning, the first element is the pivot, and you can also use the random element, randomized quick sort, any element of your array as a pivot. Okay, so last element as the pivot, and you have to place that particular pivot element in its proper position. Okay, so this is the partition exchange sort, and divide and conquer, it depends upon divide and conquer approach, right? Now the quick sort, this is your quick sort function. Actually, the quick sort function is this: three arguments are there. Just code this algorithm. Okay, this algorithm is taken from Corman. So the function, so if this is a int quick sort function, then it will be int a, int b, and int r. Okay, so what is p? P is the first index of your array. Given array is a. And what is r? R is the last index of the given array. Okay, now the first step is, in case of merge sort, in case of quick sort, both are same in first case. That is, the first index of your array is less than the last index of the array. So p is less than r. So this is quite natural. Then partition, then call the partition function and store the output of the partition function, the return value of the partition function, in the variable q. So q is equal to partition a, your array, second argument the first index and last index, and then solve the left subarray and the right subarray. Okay, so left subarray, for left subarray, the first a, then p, then q minus 1. For second one, it will be q plus 1 and r. Okay, so this is your quick sort, this is your quick sort function. So this is your array, let this is your array, and let this is a array, and first index is p, and the last index of your array sorry, last index is r, right? Last index is r. Here we are taking last index as r. Now we have to divide the array into two parts. So this part is left subarray, this is your left subarray, and this is your right subarray, and this is your middle element. So if q is the middle one, this is the pivot. So put the pivot element in its proper position so that all the elements in the left subarray are less than equals to q, and all the elements in the right subarray are greater than q. Okay, so what will be the first index of the left subarray? The first index is p. What is the last index? Obviously this will be q minus 1. Okay, this is your qth position, and this is your q plus 1th position, and this is your rth position. Okay, so this is actually the division. Then again, sorry, then you have to call the third line. That is, this is third line is for left sub array. This is your left subarray. After the recursive solution of the left subarray, then only you can go for the second subarray. So for second subarray, the first index is q plus 1 and the last index is r. Okay, just like here, line number 4, a q plus 1 and r. Okay, so this is your quick sort function. Now we have to explain the partition function. Okay, so to sort the entire array A, the initial call will be, what is the initial call? Your initial call if the array index runs from 1, okay, instead of 0. If you take the array index runs from 0, then it will be, this or this, then it will be 0 and in minus 1, in minus 1. Okay, so let the initial call is quickshot A1N. Now partition function. This is your partition function. What partition function actually, it returns the proper position. It returns the proper position of the pivot point. So first of all, the partition function, three argument function APR. First, the last element, rth index element, that is the last element is stored in a variable x. Okay. Then I starts from p minus 1, that is out of boundary. Okay. Are you getting my message?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now for j is equal to p to r minus 1, j runs from p to r minus 1. Then if your jth position element is less than the last element, what is the last element? Your last element is the x, that is your pivot. This is your Lomoto partitioning. According to Lomoto partitioning, we are taking the last element as the pivot. That's why x is equal to AR. If you take whole partitioning, then the pivot point will be AP. Okay. Now I is equal to I plus 1. First increment the value of I. Okay. And then exchange AI with AJ. Then close to braces. And finally, line number 7, exchange AI plus 1 with AR and return I plus 1. Okay. So this is your partition function and this is your quickshot function. If you are asked to explain the quickshot with an example, then first write this quickshot function, then partition function, then take an example and explain the uh, process. So 2871, there is a good example. So first of all, 2871. 2871 35 35 64 6 and 4. So what is your P? This is your array A. Okay. This is the array A. A is given. You have to apply the partition exchange short or quick short. So what is P? This is your P and this is your R. First index and last index. Obviously, the first index is less than the last index, right? Because value of P is, if you take value of P is 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Then the value of 8 is, the value of R is 8. So 1 is less than 8. So we should proceed. Now J runs from P. J runs from P and I runs from P minus 1. So I runs from P minus 1. Okay. Next, X is equal to AR. X is equal to AR. So initially, what will be the value of X? What will be the value of X? AR
4.
4. Initially, X will be 4. Okay. And then if AJ line number 5. So line number 3 is, there will be a for loop runs from P to R minus 1 and I is initialized with P minus 1. Now if AJ is less than equals to X, AJ is less than equals to X. So 2 AJ, J's present value AJ 2. So 2 is less than equals to 4. Yes, this is true. So what should I do? First increment the value of I and then exchange AI with AJ. So value increment the value of I. So increment the value of I. So I will be at this position and then exchange AI with AJ. Okay, so exchange 2 with itself. Complete. Next, coming out from the loop, again you have to increase the value of J. So J will be now increased at this position. J will be this position. Now 8 is less than equals to 4. 8 AJ is less than equals to your X. Just like your line number 4. AJ is less than equals to X. No, here this is false. This is false. So increment the value of J. Okay, so increment the value of J. Now 7. 7 AJ is less than equals to X. Here also this is false. Okay, so increment the value of J. Increment the value of J. Now 1. 1 is less than equals to 4. Yes, this is true. So what should I do? First increment the value of I and then exchange AI with AJ. So first increment the value of I. So increment this value of I and then exchange AI with AJ. So what should I do? Exchange 8 and 1. So this will be 1 and this will be 8. 1 and 8. One and this is your 8. Okay. Next, increment the value of J. So increment the value of J. This is 3. Okay. So 3 is less than equals to 4. So anyone please? 3 is less than equals to 4. কি করব?
Exchange with I.
No, first increment the value of I. First increment the value of I, then exchange. So 7 and 3 exchange. Okay. So first this will be 3 and this will be 7. 3 and this will be your 7. Next, increment the value of J. Now 5 is less than equals to 4. No. So again increment the value of J. 6 is less than equals to 4. No. But J runs up to R minus 1. So stop the for loop. J runs up to R minus 1. Then what should I do? Anyone please?
Exchange AR and AI plus 1.
No. Yes. AR and AI plus 1. So AR and AI plus 1. That is AI plus 1, AI plus 1 and AR exchange. You just replace 4 and 8. 4 and 8. This will be your 4 and this will be your 8. So this is your qth position. This is your qth position and all the elements in the left sub array are less than, these are less than equals to 4 and all the elements in the right subarray these are greater than 4. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now solve the 213, the left one. Solve this 213. How to solve 213? Any idea?
So this will be another subarray sent.
So first for, so after first iteration of line 1 and 2, you will get this particular scenario after the first computation of quicksort. Then we have to go for left subarray. Now compute the left subarray. So for left subarray 213, 213. So this is your 2, 1, and next one is 3, 2, 1, 3. This is your P, this is R, this is array A. Array A. Now this is J and this is I. Okay. Now X value, what is the X value of X? Here, this is 3. Why 3? Because AR, X is equal to AR. In the partition function, X is equal to AR, line number 1. Next, J runs from P to R minus 1. Now 2 is less than equals to 3. If 2 is less than equals to 3, then Shourashish, what should we do?
Increment I and exchange AI and AJ.
Increment the value of I, so increment the value of I and exchange 2 with itself. That is AI and AJ. Then increment the value of J by 1. Okay, again 1 is less than 1 is less than equals to, so increment the value of I and exchange. So this is exchange with itself. Next point is that exchange AI plus 1 with AR. So AI plus 1 with AR, that is 3, is exchanged with itself. So that all the elements in the left sub array are less than equals to, all the elements are less than equals to 3. These are less than equals to 3, right? Now 2 and 1. Again, we have to recursively solve this 2 and 1. This is very easy. 2 and 1. So this is your P and R, PR. This is your J, I. Okay. So X is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. Okay. Now 2 is less than equals to X. It is false. 2 is less than equals to 1. This is false. So increment. So stop. So stop and then exchange AI plus 1 with AR. That is AI plus 1 with AR. That is exchange these 2 and 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, then 3. 1, 2, 3. Already shorted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, 6, 8. Next, this is your task to short this 7, 5, 6, 8. Any question, any queries from Quickshot? Please clarify your doubts.
No, sir.
Okay. Next, insertion short. So insertion short, that is, you have to insert the element in a already shorted sequence. In a already shorted sequence, you have to insert the element. So for j is equal to 2 to length, for j is equal to 2 to length, first put the j value in the key integer key. Now insert aj into the sorted sequence a1 to j minus 1, right? Then I is equal to j minus 1 first, then while I is greater than 0 and AI is greater than key, then copy the AIth position into AI plus 1 position and decrement I, and line number 8, AI plus 1 is equal to key. So let the example is 5 to 5 2 4 6 1 3. Okay, this is your array A. This is your array A, and J runs from J runs from 2. J runs from 2 to A dot length, that is up to the last one. A dot length, that is here n. Okay, n elements are taken. It starts from 2 to the last element. It is assumed that the left sub array is already shorted. Only one element is there, so it is assumed that this is shorted, right? So key. So initially the key value will be, what will be the key value? AJ,
Okay.
A of j. So A of j is 2. Key value is 2. Okay, j runs from 2 to A dot length, or you may write 2 to n. Now this is a comment line. Insert AJ into the sorted sequence starting from 1 to j minus 1. So we have to store these two. We have to store these two in the already shorted left subarray. This is the main concept. Okay, that's why the name is insertion. We have to insert the element in the proper position. Insertion short. So first of all, I is equal to j minus 1. So what is the value of I? Initially I will be at this position. Okay, and then while I is greater than 0 and AI is greater than key, AI, what is the AI value? AI value is 5. This is greater than key. Yes, this is true, right? At the same time, I is greater than 0 and AI is greater than key. Yes, for this particular instance, this is true. So first, AI plus 1 is AI, that is AI value is copied in AI plus 1, and then decrement the value of I. So any idea?
Yeah,
What should
two,
I write?
in place of 2, there will be 5.
In place of 2, there will be 5. There will be 5. So write down 5. Write down 5 and then decrement the value of I. Decrement the value of I, so I will be at this position. Then the loop will not be executed, because while this is the AND operation, I is greater than 0 and AI is greater than key. So I is now less than 0. So coming out from the loop, key is copied in AI plus 1. So key is copied in AI plus 1. So what is the position of AI plus 1? The first position. So write down these two. So it is seen that 2 and 5, these are shorted. 2 and 5, these are shorted, already shorted. Okay. Now again, j, value of j is now incremented. that is 4. So what is the new Q value? New key value
4.
4. This is 4. Okay. Now what is the I value?
5.
I will be j minus 1. I will be j minus 1. Then while I is greater than 0 and AI is greater than key. So here I is greater than 0 and AI. So what is AI value? 5. So this is key. Is it greater than? Yes, this is greater than key. Then what should I do? Anyone? Please
Switch. Switch the positions.
switch the
Uh,
position.
Actually, first it will
Copy. First copy AI into AI plus 1 and then decrement. So copy this 5. Copy this 5. Okay. Copy this 5 and then decrement the value of I. So value of I is this. Now 2 is now value of I is decremented. Value of I is decremented and now AI is greater than key. AI is greater than key. The
false.
key false because the AI value is now 2 and the key value is 4. So this is false. So if this is false, so it will not be executed at all, right? Now what is the last position of I? The last position of I is this. Okay, the last position of I is this, and then key is equal to AI plus 1. So what is the value of key? The key value is 4. So 4 is placed at AI plus 1 position. So this is your 4. Okay. So look it carefully. 2, 4, 5. This is already shorted. Next, increment the value of j. So j value is this. So what is the key value? 6. Okay. Next, value of I. What is the value of I?
5.
So this is your value of I. Okay. Ith position. Now, while I is greater than 0 and AI is greater than key. AI. So 5 is greater than 6. False. Then it will not be executed. So what should I do, Shorashish?
It will go out of the if statement, then it will switch the values of e of I plus 1 and j. So here clearly that it is switching the position of 6 with itself.
6 with itself. Yes, 6 with itself. Okay. And
Yes.
then increment the value of j. So value of j is this and value of I will be this position. Value of I will be this position. So what is the new key? 1, right? New key value is 1.
Yes.
And um, I is greater than 0. Yes, the present value of I is greater than 0. At the same time, A of I is 6. This is greater than 1. This is greater than 1. So first copy this 6. Oh, this will be 6. This will be 6. Again, this will be 6. Just copy. Then decrement the value of I. So decrement the value of I, that is I is at this position. I is at this position. Next, again, 5 is greater than 1, right? As 5 is greater than 1, so first do this thing, that is 5 is copied. That is 5 is copied. Next, again decrement the value of I. Again decrement the value of I, and in this similar way, there will be 4. Again decrement the value of I. So I will be at this position. I will be at this position. So this will be 2. This will be 2. Now again decrement the value of I. So I will be out of boundary. This logic will not be satisfied. So that's why key is copied in AI plus 1. So what is the value of key? 1. 1 is copied into 1 is copied into, right? So already 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, this is already sorted. Now you can easily sort the last element, that is 3, using this algorithm. Okay.